The Jedi were peacekeepers of the Republic, making their way through the galaxy by helping others. This would last for tens of thousands of years until Order 66. But if the Jedi had been around for as long as we thought, then how were they forgotten in the span of only 2 decades? In my previous video, I talked about how the Jedi were killed so easily, and wondered how they were forgotten so easily as well, and that is what I aim to solve in today's video. Now, there are a number of reasons that led up to them being forgotten, and not all of them have to do with the Jedi themselves, but rather the clones, education, entertainment, chain codes, law, and etc. Starting off with the clones. After the events of Order 66, Palpatine almost instantly deemed the clones as unnecessary and worked to replace them. But as we've seen in the Bad Batch, this would take some time and cause some clones to see past the inhibitor chip and finally realize what they did was wrong and leave the Empire. Another detail that worked against the Jedi were chain codes. This basically meant that the Empire controlled all the information in the galaxy, and if they saw something they didn't like, they would simply remove it. And with education, the Empire basically changed the entire educational system, censoring anything that he deemed related to the Jedi or anything Force related. This ensured that future generations were not taught about the Jedi or Force, slowly wiping their memory from the galaxy. Another reason is entertainment. Before Order 66, there was movies, shows, games, books, and countless other stuff about the Jedi, but after the Empire came, that would all be outlawed. Palpatine would also completely wipe the Jedi archives on Coruscant, deleting all the knowledge that was gathered over thousands of years. But while he was still removing anything Jedi related, he would release a ton of anti-Jedi propaganda. And as the memory of the Jedi faded, so did the propaganda. He literally rewrote history in a way where the Jedi did not exist, or if they did exist, were in such a small factor. There's also the fact that even talking about the Jedi was illegal. This would be one of the main reasons the Jedi were forgotten, is because the Jedi may have numbered around 10,000, but there were trillions of other non-Force sensitive people out in the galaxy. If no one to talk about them, they would slowly fade into myth. But probably the best answer for this is fear. Let me explain. As stated by a dark side archivist known as Sava Sun, she said it all boiled down to fear. Because when Palpatine rose to power, he would call the Jedi traitors, and unfortunately, most of the galaxy would believe him, due to many not even meeting a Jedi in person, but rather only hearing about them. And as you can imagine, not everyone would agree with this, so Palpatine would make it illegal not only to help the Jedi, but to own any artifacts, study the Force, or show any compassion towards them. And if that didn't work and those people would fight for them, they would be targeted and killed by the Empire, making anyone who might have joined the fight against them walk away out of fear. And taking this all into context, it is not hard at all to see why the Jedi were forgotten basically in less than 20 years. And after that, the only people who could openly use the Force would be Darth Vader and Palpatine. But probably another huge reason that people forget about the Jedi was because they hated them. Due to the Empire spreading tons of lies about them, Palpatine would call them traitors, murderers, criminals, fakes, and so on. He also told stories about how Mace Windu led a criminal organization against the Republic. So it basically boils down to these main reasons: fear, propaganda, lies, laws, and government control. It's so sad to see these warriors who not only fought to protect the citizens of the Republic, but to make the galaxy a better place, be forgotten so quickly. But what are your thoughts on this topic? Let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, epic announcement. I officially have a podcast now, so definitely check it out. The link will be in the description below. Every once in a while, I'll be releasing special content specifically to that single platform on Spotify. It's called Just a Star Wars Nerd, and the link will be in the description below. So make sure to check it out. There will be some content strictly to that platform. And with that, my fellow Star Wars nerds, may the Force be with you.